Now for Utah's most accurate forecast with Alana Brophy, weather rate certified 10 years in a row.
All right, let's head over for a look at the weather on this Tuesday.
Alana tracking all the latest details for us.
Happy February, friends. We're starting that new month. We're ready to go. Sun went down at 5:46. This is the Box Elder County sunset. Kurt Benjamin catching that one. You can see the cloud cover that's been streaming into northern Utah. Such a pretty shot. We're going to recap January, talk about the lack of precipitation, that cold start to February. There is some slight snow potential for a portion of the state. I'll tell you where as we head into tomorrow morning. And we've got improved air quality right now. How long does it last? The timeline on that, so you know how long you get to breathe easy. Right now we start with temperatures that are already in the teens in Logan. We've got 20s along the Wasatch Front, getting chilly fast, and we just lost that daylight. 45 in St. George. We're going to see a very cold overnight. We have a northerly wind, and of course that impacts our wind chill. So this is the actual real feel of the temperatures, which is below zero already in Evanston. Teens in the Uinta Basin, Castle Country, 20s in Moab, teens on the I-15 corridor. So it does feel cold out there, and if you stand out there, that wind has a bit of a bite. As we get through the next several hours, you're going to see that wind chill future cast showing numbers. There we go in northern Utah, dropping below zero. Also the case for our high country near Park City and Heber. Heading into tomorrow, even through the afternoon, it's still going to feel very chilly, and we're going to stay below average when it comes to the trend. Speaking of below average, let's look at January. It wasn't our favorite snowfall. We typically get more than 1.5 feet in Salt Lake City. We didn't even get an inch this month, with that ridge of high pressure really dictating and storm blocking. Precipitation was well below average. Temperature was slightly above the norm. 12th driest January on record in Salt Lake City. You don't want to hear that in the winter season, coming off of exceptional drought. Satellite radar shows us that area of low pressure that was impacting southern Utah, with clouds moving away from the state. A few more clouds filling in. This moisture is what we're keeping our eye on. While we're not going to get a bulk of it, we do get a slight chance. Temperatures running below average through much of the west. This is the storm track, so this is why we're not going to see a bulk of that moisture. It's going to hit over the Rockies towards Colorado into the Midwest and the East Coast, which leaves us fairly dry and cold. Very cold, especially into tonight. Frigid temperatures with that northerly breeze. Tomorrow we're going to stay below average. We could see some pockets of mountain snow showers and the slight chance of some lake enhancement. As we head into Thursday, high pressure takes control and we get dry conditions. So we're going to be quiet, still going to be chilly, slightly below the norm for temperatures. Okay, northerly flow could actually form a band of lake-enhanced snow that would impact Tooele County. It's a slight chance, and we're not talking about a lot here, maybe an inch, but with the cold ground, if you add any moisture, you could see some icy conditions. So Tooele County, heads up into tomorrow morning for the commute. Clean air out there right now. That stays into tomorrow. Great news there. The haze wants to build back when high pressure takes control. That's later in this work week. 20s per February. Ugh. 20s and 30s. Here we go. 30 in Delta tomorrow, 26 in Cedar City, low 40s in St. George. Now that's unusual. That seems like a Salt Lake City high temperature, but no, statewide, we're going to be dealing with colder air. Windy conditions as well. Enhanced canyon winds in southern Utah tomorrow. Warming trend by Friday and heading through the weekend. We'll see that in the north we stay pretty dry. The haze wants to build back by Friday, maybe through the weekend. You're going to notice our temperatures this time of year are supposed to be around 41. We don't get close to that until the end of the weekend and into next week. So staying below freezing for the next 2 days. Slight chance of a light snow shower, mainly for Tooele County. Glenn, Emily, over to you.